Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color, and this is your three-card reading for February 5th. And I had to move I usually do it at night, but here comes the sun. What's behind the curtain? Isn't that exciting? Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I'm offering 30-minute readings for $30. All the information is below. My schedule is fairly open, except for early in the morning. That's not my thing. Oh, I wake up in such a good mood and I like to talk in the morning. I'm like, not me. Okay. You know, it's good to work with what you have, right? Know your strengths and know your weaknesses. Okay, let's see what's going on for the 5th. February 5th, 2021. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's a big shift. It's a huge shift. You get the last card in the deck, the first card in the deck, and the 1, the leader. Wow. Okay. We begin at the end and we end at the beginning. Everything is topsy-turvy. Very exciting. The sun moves really quickly this time of day. So, the world is a beautiful card. It's really a very beautiful card. It's the last card in the deck. So, this is really, now, if you look in the corners, these are the 4 fixed signs. So the 4 fixed signs are what all the astrology really is based on. This is how they started looking at the sky and they started saying, oh, that one doesn't move. That's my phone. Hang on. Okay, still charging. So the 4 fixed signs were like mid-season, and they were the ones that didn't move, so they based the whole wheel around it. So there's something very solid in this ending. There's like a sort of a situation, maybe not a situation, but maybe a way of thinking, a way of doing things, a philosophy that, you've put to bed and you're ready to move into something new. I think it's a philosophy. I think it's a way of thinking or a way of doing things that you're done with and you're ready to move on to something new. It doesn't mean you leave the whole thing behind. It's like, okay, lesson learned. And now, I sort of understand that, or I grasp that concept, and now it's time to move into something else. Okay. And then you get the Magician. The Magician's a wonderful card. The Magician is a wonderful card. And the Magician, there's something really solid about this. The whole thing feels really solid because you get the 4 here, and you get the 4 here too. So the 4 here are represented on his table. He has everything he needs. She, doesn't matter. And this one is kind of like both. So, the 4 elements are represented by the 4 suits in the deck. The cups are water, the swords are air, etc., etc. This is the leader, the manifester, the one with the idea, the one with the not only the idea, but the wherewithal and the tools to make it happen. the tools to make it happen, and the command of the command of the tools to make things happen, to move into something new. And I always, I've spoken about this before because it's diagonal and it's eternal, right? First of all, the understanding of the eternity, the understanding of we're eternal, right? We're connected to the Godhead. It's connected to us. It lives through us, and it's eternal. So it's time to create something new, right? I always say, right? You know, I'm asking you, like, right? Like, I need to get out of that habit. I think you understand me. Maybe that'll be my new thing. Maybe I'm done with saying right. I was like, wrong. So the diagonal, you know, it's almost like it cuts through the horizontal and the vertical planes. It's like a direct, a direct connection with intuition, with inspiration, with manifestation. It's a direct connection. It comes right through, like lightning. I know lightning moves sort of more like nerves and stuff, but there's a certain, you know, the way we draw lightning is kind of like that. We get the Fool again. So he has high hopes. He's ready to move. But there's something sort of, you know, in his negative sense, there's something sort of aimless about him. So you could look at that as either like he's being foolish, or you could also look at it as sort of, you know, he's got his bag packed and he's off on an adventure. He's off on an adventure. So I think it's about being really open to the new possibilities, being open to inspiration, being open to hearing, to feeling, to seeing. What I've discovered through doing this is to really, for me, is to really listen to my clairaudience, right? I hear stuff. And that's like my path right now. And I think we all get messages in different ways, right? So some people will hear things, some people will feel things, some people will see things or sense things, or, you know, and I think, honestly, for the collective, that's where it's going. That's where it's going. I think that we're evolving as a species, you know, that's, I'm not even like, you know, I'm almost like apologizing for it. I don't want to apologize for it. Like, this is what's happening, and get on the bus. Get on the bus. Get on whatever bus, you know, from you. It might be a train, it might be a boat, it might be a pogo stick. I don't really know. But it's calling, get with it, you know, because to stay in the old world is just not going to serve you or us. So get on your pogo stick. I think pogo sticks are like hula hoops. You watch other people do it and you seem, oh, that's really easy. And then you try to do it yourself. And it's like, I know somebody in Australia, and he was a guest of mine for Airbnb, right? So I sent everyone thank yous and this and that. And I said, oh, come and watch me on YouTube. So he sent me these videos of him trying to learn the unicycle. They were so funny, but he got it. He kind of got it. I mean, you know, he couldn't, you know, go around Australia on a unicycle, but he kind of got it. So, you know, if there's something out there that's calling you, even if it sounds ridiculous, even if it sounds like, oh, I can't do that, try, see where it leads, you know, see where it leads. You know, maybe going to the unicycle store, you'll discover, you know, how much you love tires. What do I know? You know. So I'm feeling very enthusiastic, and I'm feeling very move forward. And this is really a move forward, and there's a solidness to it. There's, you know, we don't get these messages for nothing. You know, it's not like, oh well, you know, it's like getting someone else's mail. It's like, what is this? Who is this? It's not like getting somebody else's mail. It's actually, it was addressed to you. So open the envelope and see what happens. See what happens. That's my take for the day. So it's very full of optimism and enthusiasm and moving forward, and understanding that you can leave the past in the past. It doesn't mean that it doesn't inform you. It doesn't mean that. It means, okay, you know, well, of course, I'm going to bring it to cooking. You're cooking a big meal, and it's like, oh, okay, the pie is done. Now I can move on to the main dish, or vice versa. Or, okay, I got my hors d'oeuvres or my appetizers or whatever, and that's set. Now I can move on to something. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. You know, maybe it's all about, you know, it's like, oh, now I'm going to decide on the music. Now I'm going to decide on who I'm inviting. You know, that's kind of putting the cart before the horse. But it could be something completely different, right? It could be something completely different, but somehow related to the dinner party, because, you know, you're the host, right? Maybe you want to decorate. Maybe you want to eat completely different food, you know, like that. Anyway, that is that. I hope you have a lovely day. I intend on having a lovely day, and blessings to you. If you want a one-on-one, all the information is below. See you soon.